Welcome, sleepy soul, to a place where time fades like mist, where breath is slow and peace drifts in like twilight. You've found your way to dreamy night tales, where stories are whispered like the wind through leaves, and dreams flow gently like water beneath the stars. Let the world fall away now. Let your eyes soften. Let your body sink down into stillness. You are safe here. You are free to drift. And now your dream begins. A hush surrounds you, soft and deep, like a velvet night. There's no weight, no worry, only the sweet sensation of floating, as if you are being carried by a breeze too quiet to hear, by something gentle, something light, something kind. The air around you is warm and scented. It smells like soft petals and morning dew. There is no place you need to be, no thoughts that need to stay. Each breath you take feels slower, softer, as if the air itself is made of silk and light, and you begin to notice. You are gliding through a forest, not one you've seen before, but one that feels familiar in your bones. Trees glow with a quiet shimmer, leaves sparkle with the palest gold, branches sway without sound. Their trunks are wide and smooth, lit from within like paper lanterns. The ground beneath your bare feet is warm, not like stone or earth, but like soft moss after the sun has kissed it. Each step is light, effortless, as though your body has forgotten how to be heavy. Move through this glowing forest slowly, peacefully. Each step a breath, each breath a moment. Above you, the sky is the color of soft twilight, neither day nor night, with stars just beginning to twinkle in the distance. They don't blink or burn, they shimmer, gently like candlelight through mist. A gentle sound begins to follow you, the tiniest chime, as if the leaves above. You are made of crystal, and the breeze is singing through them. It's a sound that doesn't distract, it comforts. It hums in rhythm with your breathing, slower and slower still. Your body feels looser, as if the forest itself is untangling. You unwinding the knots from your shoulders, brushing away the tightness from your chest, smoothing the lines from your forehead. You are not walking now. Not really, it's more like gliding. The ground beneath you moves like a slow river, flowing with soft light, carrying you forward, without effort, without need. There is no path, no direction, just movement, easy, calm, quiet movement. The trees part ahead of you, and you arrive at a wide clearing. In the middle of the clearing is a pond, but not of water. It glows with a soft silver light. Its surface smooth and still, like a mirror made of moonlight. You feel no need to speak, no need to think. You simply sit beside the silver pond and watch. Above, the sky deepens into blue velvet, and stars bloom like tiny flowers, one by one, slow and kind. A soft mist curls around the edges of the trees, not cold, not damp, just soft, like breath on skin. The scent of something sweet rises, maybe jasmine, maybe something only found in dreams. The stillness is not empty, it is full of quiet, full of peace. You reach out and dip your hand into the pond. There's no splash, no sound. Only warmth, and the gentle shimmer of silver light tracing over your skin. You feel lighter now. So much lighter. Your breath is slow, slower still. Your chest rises and falls like waves in a gentle sea. The forest breathes with you, every tree, every leaf, every star. You feel yourself beginning to float again, not away, not apart, but deeper, deeper into calm, deeper into rest. The silver pond fades behind you, but its glow lingers. It has left something in you, a softness, a lightness, a quiet hum. Now you're drifting again through the forest, but it changes as you move. The trees grow taller, the air cooler. You are rising gently up, as if being lifted toward the sky. There is no edge, no climb, just a slow, easy drift, like a feather rising on the wind. And then the trees part again, and you see it, a temple floating far above the earth. Held not by pillars, not by ropes, but by silence. It hovers in the air, like a memory glowing faintly, as if lit from within. Its shape is soft and curved, like it was made of clouds and wishes. You feel yourself drawn to it, not pulled, just welcomed. The air around you thickens with stillness, but it's not heavy. It is sacred. It is quiet. You rise toward the temple slowly, like smoke rising toward the stars. Each breath carries you upward. Each blink brings you closer, and soon your bare feet touch the temple floor. Though you feel no weight. It is warm beneath you, and smooth, like glass that has been kissed by the sun. The wind here is gentle and filled with scent. Sandalwood, maybe, or something ancient, something forgotten but kind. You walk through its open arches, your fingers brushing against walls made of soft light and memory. No doors, no locks. Only openness, only welcome. You pass through shadow and glow, through echoes of dreams you don't need to remember. And in the very heart of this floating place, there is nothing. No throne. No altar, just stillness, and you lie down in it. As if the floor itself is waiting for you. As if you were always meant to rest here. And when your head touches the ground, it feels like sinking into clouds. Your whole body sighs. The sky above you is wide and filled with stars. They don't twinkle now. They pulse like breath, like heartbeats. Like lullabies sung by the universe. You feel the hush of this place filling your chest, spreading through your arms, your legs, into your fingers and toes. Everything is slow. Everything is soft. There is no more searching. No more trying. Only floating, only being. And as your breath falls into rhythm with the stars above, you feel yourself drifting, not away, but home. You are safe. You are calm. You are loved. You are here. And dreamy night tailies will keep whispering softly, gently, until the dream carries you the rest of the way. Stillness is all around you now. It fills every space, every breath, every thought. You feel it inside you, as if your whole self is made of soft air and floating silence. Nothing moves too fast. Nothing pulls or pushes. There is no need to hold on, no need to let go. You are simply resting, drifting, glowing like the last golden shimmer on a quiet sea at dusk. Above you, the silver sky deepens, shifting into a soft, warm night. Not a dark night, a velvet kind of night, glowing gently with sleepy stars and the hush of everything beginning to dream. The floating stones have settled into stillness. They do not disappear. They do not stay. They simply become part of this space, like the soft rhythm of your breath. The tiny lights around you have grown slower now, their glow dimming, as if even they are falling asleep. They drift down like petals, landing on the soft ground, the soft stones, your soft skin. They do not wake you. They do not ask for anything. They are only here to rest with you, to keep you company in this quiet space of peace. You feel the gentle air on your cheeks, the warmth in your chest, the soft release of every breath you take. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to remember or forget. You don't need to try. There is nothing else you must do, nothing else to think, nothing to reach for. This is the place beyond thought, beyond time, beyond anything but quiet comfort. A breeze drifts across the stillness, low and slow, carrying the scent of something soft, something like wildflowers and warm rain. It circles you gently, as if wrapping you in a dream-colored blanket. Far in the distance you sense something, glowing, not bright, not calling, just warm. It pulses softly, like the rhythm of a lullaby heard through water. It is not near, it is not far, it simply is. And without needing to move, you begin to feel that glow within you. The light that once floated in the air now rests behind your closed eyes, filling you with something gentle and deep, like being held without hands, like being loved without words. You are no longer walking, no longer lying. You are floating in quiet light. You are breathing with the night itself. You are not asleep. You are not awake. You are somewhere in between, in the calmest part of the dream. Even your thoughts have slowed to match the soft rhythm of your breath. In and out, in and out. Like waves that never crash, like stars that never blink, like wind that never pushes, only drifts. The floating temples behind you have faded to shadow, the starlit meadows now a memory of scent and color, the misty lakes, the glowing gardens, the soft meadows and memory. Palaces, they all live quietly inside you now, like petals pressed between pages, forever still, forever peaceful. You carry them in your breath, in your silence, in the lightness of your limbs. You are not leaving them. You are becoming part of them. You are becoming the dream. Even your breath feels lighter now, a whisper of a whisper. Your body is quiet. Your thoughts are floating. Your heart is resting in the safest place it knows. And still you drift. You drift through the last glowing air, through the warm hush of a timeless sky. No need to return, no need to stay. You are just here, held, cradled, at peace. And now, as this dream settles into the quietest part of night, as your breath becomes one with the stillness, a soft goodbye is whispered, like the last shimmer of light before sleep. A thank you for drifting so far. A thank you for letting go, for floating with us through sacred skies and starlit meadows. And now, as your eyes grow heavy, as your thoughts soften into clouds, a final whisper comes, gentle as a breeze. Thank you for sleeping with us tonight on Dreamy Night Tales. If you found rest here, if you felt peace, please like this story and subscribe to Dreamy Night Tales for more soft dreams, more glowing skies, more quiet journeys to carry you to sleep. Until next time, rest well, dear dreamer. The night is here to hold you, and the dream never ends. Good night. or lying still in the soft moss clearing, the sky above you painted with soft colors, a gentle blend of lavender, rose, and gold, like a dream remembered from long ago. Everything is silent, but not empty. There is a fullness in the quiet, like the space between heartbeats or the stillness between waves. You breathe in, and the air feels like silk. You breathe out, and the world sighs with you. Time has softened completely until it no longer matters. There is no before, no after, only now, only here. A soft breeze moves through the trees, barely brushing your skin. It doesn't carry cold. It doesn't bring sound. It carries stillness, like a whisper of peace. Somewhere nearby, a small ripple echoes across one of the glowing pools. You hear it, but it doesn't disturb you. It feels like part of the dream, part of your breath. You open your eyes slowly. The light above has shifted, but only slightly. The colors are the same, but deeper now, richer, as if the sky is beginning to fall asleep with you. You sit up slowly, but your body doesn't feel heavy. You feel as though you are made of light cloth, floating just above. The the moss is soft beneath your hands, cool and warm at once. You stand, but not fully. You rise the way mist rises, not upward with effort, but outward, like a dream returning to the stars. The path appears again, not carved or paved, but formed from the shapes of light and air. You step onto it. The garden slowly fades behind you, though it never leaves. It simply folds itself into the soft edges of memory. Ahead, the dream begins to change. The air is thicker now, not heavy, but wrapped in mist. Not the cold kind, not the kind that hides, the kind that reveals slowly, that unwraps the world like a gift made of clouds. Shapes drift into view, not buildings, not hills, but something between. They rise slowly, rounded and floating, like ancient stones, caught in the sky's soft breath. They seem to glow from within, their surfaces smooth, softly curved. You move toward them without thought, as if drawn by the rhythm of your own heart. The path becomes quieter beneath your steps, until even the mossy hush is replaced by the soundless air. You reach the first of the floating shapes. It is large but weightless. You reach out a hand and touch its surface. It is warm, not from the sun, but from something deeper. Like the warmth of hands in winter, or the feeling of dreams that never leave. As you rest your hand there, a light begins to pulse, slow, soft, like a sleeping breath. It isn't asking. It isn't showing. It's just sharing peace. You step around it, and the mist opens a little wider. Now more of the floating shapes appear, each drifting slowly in place, as if tethered gently to the quiet. You pass between them, feeling their calm wrap around your shoulders, like a soft shawl of light. In the center of these floating stones, there is a clearing, round, open, still. You step into it. The ground here is different. It feels like fine dust, but doesn't cling. It doesn't mark you. It simply supports you, like breath supports voice. You lie down again, the way a leaf lies on water, with no effort, no sound. The sky above is changing again. The colors have faded into something softer, a pale silver mixed with faint blue. Like moonlight inside a dream. Tiny lights begin to show. Not stars, not lamps, but small drifting sparks. They float downward, not falling, just slowly arriving. They land gently on the floating stones, on the ground around you, and a few rest softly. On your arms you feel nothing heavy, only the lightest sense of warmth, like being noticed in a gentle way. You close your eyes again, and the world seems to pause for you, not waiting, not holding back, just resting with you. Inside this stillness, you feel yourself open, not in a way that stretches or breaks, but in a way that feels like becoming part of the air. You don't know where your breath ends and the dream begins. You are not floating. You are not lying. You are simply being, and it is enough. The mist moves slowly across the space, touching the stones, shifting the silver light. You breathe with it. You listen without ears, and in this soft space, everything fades into ease. Your body loosens again. Your thoughts soften. The images around you blur into the rhythm of breath and warmth and rest. You are still within the dream, but the dream is also within you. You are wrapped in it, carried by it like a feather in slow wind. You drift through this endless, peaceful now. No place to reach, no thought to hold, only the feeling of calm moving through you like the hush between heartbeats. The floating stones fade behind closed eyes. The mist becomes part of your breath. The sky above becomes part of your thoughts, and everything continues to drift. Endless, peaceful, still. The dream carries on, always softly, always gently, always with you. You are not moving, but everything around you seems to flow. Not quickly, not loudly, but slowly, like a breeze through quiet water. The garden holds you, and yet somehow you begin to rise. Not upward, not downward, but into a wider stillness, as if the hush itself has become a path. You float without effort. Nothing pulls, nothing pushes. The dream simply opens. Petals fall around you, soft, white shapes moving through air as thick and warm as sleep. Each one falls slowly, but none touch the ground. They vanish before landing, melting into the air like breath fading in a quiet room. You drift between them, weightless. Around you. The flowers stretch out like a soft sea, glowing gently with light that doesn't come from a sun. It's light, made of calm, of quiet, of dreams. In the distance, something soft begins to rise into view. It is not a mountain. It is not a building. It is not even a place. It is a feeling made real, a shape that welcomes, like a memory of safety you cannot name but know by heart. You move toward it slowly, as though your breath guides your path. Each inhale draws you nearer. Each exhale eases the world around you into deeper stillness. There is no fear, no rush, just a hush of moving forward without needing to arrive. As the soft shape nears, you see that it is made of many smooth layers, curved and open, like petals carved from starlight. They fold around one another, forming wide, drifting loops of soft white stone. Nothing is sharp, nothing is closed. Everything is round, gentle, inviting. You enter through an arch that isn't there, not a door, but a space in the light that allows you through. Inside, the air changes. It is cooler, but not cold. It smells of distant rain, not the storm, just the quiet afterward. When everything is still, you float through the soft spiral space. The walls are pale and glowing, but you don't look at them. You feel them. They hum with peace. There are soft lines traced into the stone, not symbols, not words, just shapes that seem to breathe. circles inside circles, curves that never end, paths that lead nowhere but still feel full of meaning. At the center of the spiral there is a still pool, shallow and wide, filled with a slow-moving mist. You hover above it. Not high, just enough. The mist rises toward you, not like smoke, but like memory, soft and quiet, without shape or sound. Brushes your skin like moonlight, gentle and cool, and you feel the calm inside you deepen. Not heavy, not deep like sleep, just slow. Everything slows. Your thoughts soften, your body loosens, you're still, and the dream continues around you. The spiral opens again, not as a path, but as a new breeze. It moves around you gently, inviting you onward. You drift. Again, the mist fades behind you. Ahead, a new light begins to form. Not bright, not sharp, just golden, like the color of a quiet sun behind soft clouds. You enter it slowly, and as you do, you find yourself in another garden, but this one feels wider than the world. The ground is soft under your feet now. You're not floating, but you're not heavy either. Each step is a whisper. Each step is a breath. The grass glows gently, pale gold and soft green. Tiny lights blink among the blades, like fireflies that forgot how to shine and only remember when you pass. There are trees here, tall, round, and still. Their leaves shimmer like silk in soft wind. Their trunks hum with warmth. You touch one gently with your fingertips. It feels alive, not like a person, but like the sound of your own heartbeat when everything else is quiet. You walk between the trees, or perhaps the path move for you. It doesn't matter. Time doesn't live here. Only breath. Only hush. Soft light filters down through the branches. Somehow there's no sun, but the light is golden, like a memory of morning. Far ahead, the trees part. You come to a clearing filled with soft moss and small pools of glowing water. You kneel there. You don't need to rest, but the dream invites you to. The moss is warm, springy, and light. You lie down, and the earth welcomes you without a word. You look up. Above, the sky is wide, a soft blend of lavender and rose. Not dusk, not dawn, just the in-between where everything is still. Small clouds drift slowly by, but they don't cast shadows. They are only there to soothe the sky. You close your eyes, not to sleep, but to listen. And in the silence, you hear the dream breathing with you a soundless rhythm. In, out. Your breath matches it, like waves matching the moon. You are not trying. It just happens. The dream and you are the same now. And as you lie there, wrapped in the hush of the moss and the sky, you feel yourself becoming quieter, softer, lighter than ever before. You don't need to move. You don't need to think. You are only here. Here in the warmth, in the stillness, in the gentle hush that never ends. This is your dream now, and it will carry you for as long as you. Like you are safe. You are calm. You are floating, drifting, dreaming. The soft shape of light inside you glows quietly, not like a flame, but more like the memory of sunlight on still water. It does not flicker, it only rests. Like you breathe again, and the space breathes with you. The petal-shaped walls seem to shimmer faintly with each breath, as if your calm is reflected all around you. A gentle echo, a soft reply from the dream. Time continues to fade. You don't need it here. There are no clocks in this sanctuary, no days, no nights. Only the ever gentle now. You are aware of your body only faintly now, not as weight, but as warmth, a quiet hum at your center. You feel your head resting softly, in stillness as if the air itself has become a pillow of light. Your eyes are closed, or maybe they never were open. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to see, nothing to do, only to be. The light above you shifts slightly, changing slowly from lavender to silver again, a soft wash of moonlight in motion. You begin to drift again, not by choice, but by quiet invitation. Something opens in the space ahead of you. A wide arch made of starlight and soft wind. Dot, it isn't a door. It isn't a gate. It's more like a feeling, a gentle sense of welcome. You float toward it without effort, as if being drawn by calm itself. Dot, as you pass through, a new dream world begins to take shape. Dot, not quickly, not suddenly, just slowly unfolding. Dot, it begins as a breeze, warm and slow, moving around you like a river of air. Dot, then the scent returns, but new now. Not flowers, not earth. Dot, something soft and deep, like night blooming through silence. Shapes begin to form in the distance, soft arches, low stone paths, wide open steps that seem to float without touching the ground. You're moving toward them, now drifting across a smooth silver plain. The surface below you has no texture, but it holds you gently, as if you're gliding across thought itself. The floating paths lead you forward, upward but not high. Dot, just lifted lightly like breath held in a sigh. You pass beneath soft stone arches. Each one hums with a sound too quiet to hear, more like a feeling than a tone. They shimmer gently with pale moss, glowing faintly in the quiet. Not cold, not damp, just soft, like time that has gone to sleep. The arches open into a wide space, a circle of smooth stone, floating high above the soft land. Dot, at the center, there is a pool, still, round, filled with glowing water that doesn't ripple, doesn't move. You pause there, drawn to the stillness. The water isn't deep. It doesn't need to be. It reflects the sky above, but also something more. You see clouds there, but they don't belong to weather. They belong to thought. They belong to memory. Dot, and as you look, the clouds begin to form shapes. Not things, not scenes, just patterns of calm, spirals, circles, drifting loops of soft light. You feel your breath deepen, drawn gently to match the rhythm of what you see. Dot, in soft and long, out, quiet and low. You could stay here for as long as you like, and maybe you will, but the dream continues. As softly as ever, you rise again without moving. You drift upward above the stone circle, into a sky that opens like a whisper. There are no stars here, no moon, only light, a soft field of blue-gold brightness with no shape, no direction. Dot, it holds you without touching, and you float forward. The air is warm here, and very quiet. There is no sound, but you feel the dream hum around you, like the inside of a shell or the feeling of air in a sleeping room. You are not thinking now, not remembering, not imagining. Dot, you are simply here, drifting through light, wrapped in softness. Dot, far below, you see a new shape beginning to glow. Dot, it's large, round, endless. Not a city, not a temple, just a wide sacred circle of light, like the heart of the dream. You begin to descend. Slowly, like a feather finding its way back to earth, the circle grows larger beneath you, and you see that it is made of many, many gardens, each one different, but all quiet. All glowing. One has pale grasses that move without wind. One has tall, still trees with leaves like glass. One is only sand, smooth and perfect, arranged in spirals that shift slowly on their own. You pass over them, each garden flowing beneath. You like a page of sleep. And then you come to rest above a soft, open garden filled with low white blossoms. They sway as if under water, and a hush lives among them. You sink down into them, gently, slowly, as though being caught in a dream's embrace. You feel no petals, no stems, only softness. You are resting in the flowers held by them. Part of them, the sky above you, is open. The earth below you is warm. There is no end to the stillness here. You breathe again, softly in, softly out. And as the dream continues, you do not follow it. You stay here. In the hush, in the warmth, in the peace that goes on and on. There is nothing more you need to see. Nothing more to become, only stillness, only rest, only this. You are still resting in the dome of light, where sound is just a shimmer and time has no name. The stillness is warm. The quiet is wide. You don't need to hold anything here. There's nothing to do, no thoughts to follow, no weight to carry, just the steady hush of being. Somewhere far off, a soft glow begins to grow, like the sky waking slowly behind closed eyes. It isn't bright, just pale and round, spilling a silver calm across the silence. You begin to drift again, not upward, not downward, just forward, as though the dream is unfolding gently ahead of you. The dome of light fades behind you, like a sigh dissolving into mist, and what lies ahead is even softer. You pass through a layer of mist. It glows gently all around you, not thick, not cold, just quiet, like fog in a memory. Tiny lights sparkle inside it, like stars paused in motion. They do not twinkle. They pulse slowly, like a soft heartbeat in the air. Your body feels lighter now, not just floating, but almost made of cloud, of breath, of stillness itself. The mist parts slowly as you move through it, and beyond it, something begins to form. A meadow, endless, silver, still. Each blade of grass seems to glow a little. They do not move in the breeze, because there is no breeze. Only hush, only space, only softness. You drift down to the surface, just above the glowing ground. You are not walking. You are not standing. You are resting. The meadow holds you, the way a lullaby holds sleep. There are no paths, no signs, just open stillness and the silver shimmer of rest. You begin to move again through the field without choosing where to go. There is no wrong way. Everything around you is soft. The light is soft. The air is soft. Even your breath feels like silk. A warm scent drifts through the air, something faint, like pale flowers after the rain. The kind of scent that brings no memory, only peace. And above you the sky is slowly shifting. No sun, no moon, just light changing gently from pale silver to soft blue, then to lavender, then back again. It's like the sky itself is breathing, and you breathe with it. You feel your chest rise and fall, easy and slow. like waves on a sleeping shore. You keep drifting, and the meadow opens wider. The lights in the grass glow with canticone. Every step you take, though you are not really stepping, you are only being moved by calm dot in the distance. You see something rise from the meadow, a shape, smooth, round, made of light and stone dot. It's not a building, not a monument dot. It feels more like a memory dot as you drift closer. You see that it is made of many soft curves, like petals of a stone flower, opening slowly toward the sky. There are no doors, no walls, just open space. You pass into it as if through a veil of stillness dot, and inside everything is slower. The air is thicker, like warm silk. It wraps around you with kindness. The ground beneath you feels like nothing, just a soft support, like floating on the memory of sleep dot, and high above, the petals curve inward, forming a round, open ceiling that shows the sky, endless and changing. You pause there, not to decide, not to think, just to be dot, and as you pause, you feel something very quiet begin to rise inside you. Not a thought, not a voice, just a deep sense of being held, as if the space itself knows you. Not your name, not your past, just the quiet shape of your stillness. You breathe again. The breath moves through you like soft wind through tall grass dot. You are not alone here, not because there are others, but because everything around you feels like part of you dot. The ground, the air, the sky, the silence, all of it is holding you without touching dot, and slowly, gently, you begin to lie back. There is no ground, but you are supported. There is no weight, but you feel steady dot. There is no sound, but you feel heard. You close your eyes, though they may have already been closed. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters, only this moment, only this calm. You feel your fingers soften, your shoulders melt, your breath slow even more dot, and in the stillness you begin to feel the light again, not outside of you, but within, a gentle warmth spreading from your center out to your hands, your feet, your cheeks, your chest dot. It is not rising, it is remembering. You have always been light, you have always been calm, you have always been rest, and in this soft place you are returned to that knowing dot. No sound, no thought, just stillness like a lullaby held in air dot. And even as the dream continues, even as you drift deeper, there is no need to follow. You can stay here, stay with the hush, stay with the warmth dot. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere to go, only rest, only stillness, only this. You are safe, you are held, you are home. You are still wrapped in the light, a light that holds no edge, no shadow, no end. It breathes slowly all around you. Not bright, not dim, just soft. Soft like the inside of a dream. You drift here in the glow with nothing to carry, nothing to remember, just stillness, just warmth dot. Your body, if it's still a body, feels like air. You are not floating, you are part of the floating, as though the light and you are made of the same thing, a slow rhythm, a gentle hush, like a breeze that never leaves. And far, far below, or maybe all around, the stars are still watching. They don't blink, they don't move. They simply glow, like small, quiet promises, scattered across forever. You breathe again. The breath comes easily, not drawn in, just present, like the way soft waves move at the edge of a shore, always arriving, always leaving, but never gone. And then something new begins to appear. Not from the outside, not from the sky, but from within. A feeling first, like the memory of sunlight on closed eyelids. Gentle warmth, no weight, then color, a deep, slow gold. Unfolding through the light like silk in water. You feel yourself moving again. Not flying, not falling, just drifting, carried through the golden space by something quiet. And ahead of you, it appears a garden. Not like any garden you've ever seen. This one is suspended in air, resting on nothing. It hovers in the golden glow, still and endless. Its paths are made of soft light. Its petals shimmer as if made from starlight. And there's no wind, just a slow movement of color, blossoms turning toward nothing. Reaching for peace. You drift toward it. No doors, no edges. You pass through a curtain of light, like stepping into a warm sigh. The moment you arrive, the garden seems to welcome you, not with words, not with sound, just by being. Each leaf glows. Each flower hums, softly, like the breath of sleep itself. You float just above the glowing path, your presence making no sound. Even the light beneath you seems to yield, making space, as if the garden already knows you. You drift past tall trees made of soft silver, their branches low, heavy with blossoms that look like they're dreaming. The air smells of calm things, cool rain on warm earth, sweet flowers and deep night. A scent that has no name but feels like rest. The garden curves gently without direction. It does not lead you. It simply allows you to wander. Time here does not pass. It rests. And you do too. A soft breeze moves now. Not cold, not strong, just a hush, brushing past you like quiet breath on your skin. And it carries with it tiny glowing seeds from the blossoms above. They drift like stars, soft and slow, settling on the path, on your hands, in your hair. They feel like nothing, and everything. Far ahead, there's a pool, still, smooth, glowing pale blue in the soft gold light. You move toward it, each breath matching the movement of the floating world around you. And when you arrive, you do not sit. You do not kneel. You simply pause, just at the edge, as if the pool and your stillness are the same thing. Its surface does not reflect. It remembers. And as you gaze into it, you do not see your face. You see calm, not your own, but calm itself. Soft shapes move in the water, not animals, not people, just dreams. They pass like clouds across the surface, and each one seems to speak to something inside you. Not loud, not even clear, just the way a memory hums behind your eyes when you are very still, and you stay there, just watching, just breathing. The garden does not change, but somehow you feel it changing you, not turning you into something else, just returning you to what you already are when the world is quiet, when your thoughts are slow, when your heart is soft. After some time, or none, you begin to rise again. No effort, no thought, just a gentle lift, like the garden is sighing you upward. The pool grows small beneath you. The golden trees wave with no hands. The flowers shimmer once more, then fade softly into distance. You are floating again, up through the light, up through the quiet. And now the stars return. You pass through them gently, as though the sky has become a field. and each star a soft bloom that brushes your arms as you drift by. You do not count them. You do not name them. You only feel their hushed dot. Each one is a quiet. Each one is a breath. Each one is a dream, waiting to unfold. And as you float higher, something even more gentle begins to form ahead. A dome of light, floating in space. Open at the top, glowing from within. You drift toward it. And once inside, you find no floor, no walls, just a soft place to rest, made of light, held by silence. And you rest. You let your body let go. You let your breath fall into stillness. You let your thoughts drift like the stars. Here there is no above, no below, only warmth, only hush that you are wrapped now in everything you need, and nothing more. You are not falling. You are not floating. You are simply being, and being is enough. You are the breath. You are the quiet. You are the dream that never ends. You are still lying there, under the soft tree, under the wide sky, in the floating garden that breathes with the stars. The world around you does not sleep, but it dreams, just like you do. The tree's branches stretch above you, slowly, swaying in a rhythm that has no hurry. Each leaf seems to glow just a little, like a hush of silver caught between moments. They do not rustle. They do not fall. They simply move with time. The air is thick with softness, a kind of golden quiet. Around you, not a sound but a feeling, like being held without arms, like being remembered. Without words. You stay beneath the tree for a long while, or maybe just a breath. Time in this place is not something to measure. It flows the way clouds flow, always moving, never gone. Then, with no sound at all, something stirs, not outside you, but within, a quiet pull, like the soft tug of sleep when you're almost there. Not pushing, not asking, just guiding, and you begin to rise again, not with effort. Not with thought, only floating, only following. Your body feels lighter now, as though it has learned how to drift without leaving. You lift slowly from the warm grass, the ground below sighing, as it lets you go, and once more the breeze finds you. It curls around your arms, under your feet, lifting you in its soft hands. The garden does not vanish. It only becomes distant, like a memory made of color and feeling. You drift upward again into the soft night sky. The stars above seem closer now, larger, warmer. Not burning, but glowing, like gentle eyes watching over everything. And then you see it. Far in the distance, stretching wide beneath you. A meadow. Endless. Silent. Lit only by stars. You begin to descend, slow as the hush between breaths. The breeze lowers you gently, guiding you like a falling feather. And when you arrive, you don't land. You settle. The ground beneath you is soft as clouds, cool as night. You are standing in the middle of the starlit meadow now, and the sky above goes on forever. The grass here is silver blue, tall and soft, brushing lightly against your legs as you begin to move. Each blade shimmers a little, catching the starlight and passing it along, like a quiet ripple through a sea of silk. There is no path. You do not need one. You simply walk, and the world moves with you. The ground is flat, the air is still, and the sky is filled with stars that feel close enough to touch. Some are soft gold, Some are pale blue. Some seem to breathe. You look up and they seem to float down toward you, not as falling lights, but as dreams returning home. Far ahead, you see soft shapes. Not walls, not doors, not houses, just gentle forms, rising from the meadow, domes of silver, arches of stone wrapped in vines of light, not made by hands, but shaped by stillness. These are quiet places, places that remember as you walk among them. They do not change. They only welcome you step through a soft archway, where vines hang like curtains of light, rushing across your arms with a cool, glowing touch. Inside, there is silence, deeper silence, but not empty. It is the kind of silence that listens. The air smells like old flowers and new rain, a scent with no name, but full of comfort. You sit, and as soon as you do, the space sighs. It adjusts to you. The floor warms, the air wraps around. You like a slow breath. You are held, you close your eyes, and in the darkness behind your eyes, new shapes begin to form. Not sharp, not sudden, just slow, glowing things, drifting past like clouds made of memory. They do not speak, they do not ask, that they simply move. You watch them, you let them pass, and with each one, your breath deepens. In and out, in and out, like waves. Like sleep, like sky. The silence stays, and yet, within it, something hums, a quiet sound with no music, just feeling. It vibrates softly through your chest, through your arms, through your fingers, until even your toes feel it. This hum says, you are safe. This hum says, you are still. This hum says, you are here, and you are. You let your body melt into the space. You let the ground cradle you like water, and the silence hums on. Above, the stars are waiting, not watching, not blinking, just waiting. Their light touches you, like warmth with no wait. You stay there for a long time, or maybe only a breath. There is no rush. There never was. And just when you begin to drift deeper, not into sleep, but into stillness, the meadow calls to you again, not loud, not clear, just a soft, warm pull. You stand. The quiet space releases you gently, and the vines part as you step outside. Once more, the starlit meadow is still there, just as soft, just as wide. And now, above the field, there is movement. The stars are shifting, not falling, not spinning. Just drifting. And with them, you begin to lift again. The field does not fade. It stays. But you are rising. Higher. Softer. Slower. You rise through the silver blue air, through clouds that glow like candlelight, through a sky that never ends. And up ahead, something glows even brighter, a sky within a sky, a warm, celestial place, made not of stars, but of light that breathes. You drift toward it. Slowly. Effortlessly. Weightless. And as you arrive, you feel the light wash over you. It is not heat. It is not brightness. It is the feeling of being remembered. The feeling of being home. And it holds you. It holds all of you. Your body relaxes again. Your breath becomes softer than silence. Your thoughts slow to stillness. The world does not disappear. It expands. You are floating in light now. Light that hums with peace. You do not need to go further. There is no further. There is only this moment, this breath. this gentle pause in everything. And here, in this hush, in this glow, in this dream, you let go completely. You melt into the stars. You rest in the silence. You fall deeper than sleep. You become the dream, and the dream becomes you. Stillness holds you now like a soft blanket drawn over your whole body. You are not sleeping, and yet you are not fully awake. You are floating in the soft space between, where time doesn't matter and the world has grown quiet. The floor beneath you feels like air and water and warmth, all at once, holding you gently, without pressure, without weight. You could stay here forever, but something gentle stirs, something that doesn't speak in words, only in feeling. A sense that the dream is ready to shift again, not to move away, but to flow like a stream that curves gently through the woods. And so you let yourself rise. There is no effort in this. No need to push or think. You simply feel yourself lift slowly, slowly, as if you are being carried on a breeze that never rushes, that only drifts. The floating temple fades beneath you, not vanishing, but dissolving softly into cloud and light, until it becomes part of the air, part of you. Now you're moving again, but there is no direction, just a sense of ease, of slow motion, as if the world itself has taken a deep breath and everything around you breathes with it. Below, the clouds part, revealing a wide silver lake stretched out under a sky that glows like twilight. Its surface is still, so still. It could be glass, or starlight frozen in time. You begin to drift downward. Not falling, just floating lower and lower toward the soft mist that hovers above the water. The lake welcomes you with silence, and as your feet touch the surface, there is no splash, only warmth and light. You are standing on the water, though it doesn't feel like water at all. It feels like memory, soft and deep and endless. You take a step, and the lake responds with a quiet shimmer, like light moving through silk. Each step creates a ripple, a soft wave of silver that glows for a moment, then disappears into stillness. There are lily here, gentle blooms that open as you pass, their petals wide and white, resting on the mirror like water. They glow faintly like stars that have fallen from the sky just to float beside you, and all around you the mist begins to move. Not fast, not loud. It curls and sways, like breath made visible. You walk through it slowly, and it parts for you, as if it knows you, as if it was waiting for you. The air smells like water and blossoms, clean and soft and sweet. Somewhere in the distance you hear the quietest sound, a chime, maybe or a bell far away. It doesn't call to you. It only lingers, like a lullaby carried by wind. Above, the sky deepens into night, but not dark. Never dark, only deeper blue, and filled with stars that don't blink, only glow. You walk across the silver lake for a long while, or maybe just a few slow breaths. Time does not follow you here, and soon the water begins to rise beneath you. You are not walking anymore. You are being lifted. The lake becomes mist. The mist becomes cloud. The cloud becomes sky. You feel your body soften even more, as if each breath is loosening you, easing you, cradling. You are drifting again, higher this time, but you don't feel far from anything, only close to stillness, close to peace. Above you now, a gentle light appears. It doesn't shine. It glows. Soft gold, like sunlight through closed eyes. And as you drift toward it, you begin to see something taking shape. A garden, suspended in the sky. It floats like the temple did, with no weight, no walls, only space. A soft garden lit by starlight and wrapped in clouds. You drift gently toward it, slower than thought, slower than sleep. And when your feet touch its surface, it feels like warm grass underfoot. The grass is short, soft, and scented, not like earth, but like dreams. You walk slowly through it, and the garden unfolds around you. There are flowers here, pale and glowing, with petals so thin they move with the air. Their scent is gentle, never sharp, only sweet, like a memory of something you once loved. Tall plants sway around you, their leaves brushing softly against your arms as you pass. Nothing startles, nothing stirs too fast. Even the wind in this place is slow, moving only enough to keep the petals dancing. A gentle path begins to form beneath your steps, not one made of stones, but one of light. It appears as you walk, glowing faintly under your feet, fading behind you, as if the garden is being written just for you, moment by moment, breath by breath. Tiny lights move in the air around you, not fireflies. Something gentler. They don't blink. They hover. Soft, pale blue, soft, warm, gold, floating shapes with no edges. They guide you deeper into the garden, where the plants grow taller, quieter, where the air becomes even more still. And in the very heart of this floating place, you come to a tree. It is old, but not heavy. Tall, but not proud. Its bark is smooth, its branches wide, its leaves shimmering with soft light, like moonlight caught in rain. You lie beneath it. And as your body touches the earth, or what feels like earth, you feel it again. That sense of sinking, that sense of rest. Your body gives in, without fear, without thought. The grass beneath you warms to your shape, cradling you, remembering you. The tree above you sighs. Its branches move with the sky, not the wind, and its light falls over you like a blanket. You close your eyes, and in that closing, the world becomes even quieter. You hear the soft breath of the garden. You feel the hum of something kind and old and slow. Your breath follows it. In and out, in and out. Slower, softer, sleepier. You do not need to move now. You do not need to go on. This part of the dream holds you, and the stars above begin to pulse again, just like before. They move in rhythm with your breath. The garden glows. The tree watches. And the sky keeps drifting, as if it too is falling asleep. There is nothing to fear, nothing to carry, only softness. Only peace, only stillness. And this story, dreamy, night tales, will keep going just as long as you need. As long as you dream. As long as you rest.